Blast and Sunday.
Brilliant.
There are an awful lot of organizations and institutions here in Chattanooga that we rightly have a reason to be proud of. But one of the great stories in town, no doubt you know it, is that of the Siskin Rehabilitation Hospital. Deborah Toby proudly joins us this morning with her affiliation with the great work they do there at Siskin, because it's time once again for their annual Possibilities Luncheon. Nice to see you this morning.
Thanks so much for having me, Julie.
So the story of Siskin is inspiring enough in its own right, but every year now you have this Possibilities Luncheon where you champion the efforts you've had seen success in locally, and you bring a national spotlight to it with a speaker. This year you're not going to be stopped by COVID, you're doing it virtually.
Absolutely. COVID can't stop our work, and we are in our 18th year of promoting the work of Siskin Hospital and having our largest and only community-wide fundraiser that raises money for our charity care fund.
So as you're doing it virtually, one of the things I've enjoyed, I've been to the event in the past when it's been happening in person. You see so many people who you know, and there is just something very powerful about seeing and hearing these speakers, plural, come up onto that stage and share their stories, one local, one from a national spotlight. Virtually, however, David and I were talking this morning, that virtual outreach sometimes gets you a lot farther now than a single in-person event.
That's right. That's right. We're not going to be stopped by the weather this year. Wherever people are, they can the comfort of their own home and hear these remarkable stories of life after disability.
Talk about your keynote speaker this year. It's a woman named Catherine Wolfe. Tell us a little bit about her story.
Well, Catherine and her husband Jay had only been married a short time when their lives were turned upside down by a catastrophic stroke that nearly ended Catherine's life. The congenital brain defect that she never knew she had caused a brainstem stroke just 6 months after their baby boy was born. And she endured a 17-hour brain surgery in which half of her cerebellum was removed to save her life. She was 40 days in the ICU, a year in neuro rehab, and a total of 12 operations. And with all of that going on, she is still recovering from that horrific event that just upended their lives.
Now, she did not get her care at Siskin, did she?
No, she did not. They had moved to LA to pursue law school for Jay, her husband, and the entertainment industry for Catherine when this all happened. And their plans, of course, were sidelined with the need to address Catherine's physical needs. So they were out of state when this happened, but it was through the power of medical rehab that she regained so much of that lost function that she otherwise wouldn't have had.
You know, I think a lot about the staff that's there at Siskin, because they have to be such champions for their patients, because if you're coming into their care need, you're not on a quick road to recovery. It's probably going to take you a while, and that takes a lot of endurance and a lot of cheerleading, and that happens there at Siskin every day.
That's right. Besides the expert physical care they get and the rehabilitative care that they get a lot of encouragement and hope from the staff. And when they begin to see the little bit of progress that they make every day, then that gives them the hope and the impetus to keep working hard, and the staff know exactly how to guide them and take them to that next step and keep them going forward and working towards their ultimate goal.
We had a personal experience in our family with some of your doctors there, and it was a situation that was not easy to figure out, but they never gave up, and I watched as they would collaborate and talk, and they saw our case as its own unique case, not just one of many, but we felt very much like we were seen every time we came through those doors.
Yes. In fact, many of our patients say that all of their care staff become like family to them because of the extended stay and because they just share such an important part of their life during the recovery process. They just grow very close, and they keep in touch with their therapists and their nurses long after they leave.
So talk to me a little bit about the Possibilities Luncheon. I know you want to focus on that. It's taking place on March 2nd. Besides hearing from Catherine and the other speakers, what will people enjoy?
Well, we always have stories and video of some of our very own patients who have gone through a major medical episode and are recovering, and highlight those as well. And this year we've got one, and probably we'll have video of others as well. And Possibilities Luncheon, of course, was actually created to provide for the needs of charity care patients who don't have the resources or the insurance to pay for the real rehabilitation care they need. So 100% of the proceeds of this event go to cover that cost.
So here is how you can be part of a true Chattanooga success story. The website for the Possibilities Luncheon is siskin.swell.gives, and you can always learn more by going to their website at siskinrehab.org. You will find yourself in very, very good hands. Deborah, thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
Wedemark Keith takes pride in protecting the rights of injured workers. Suffering an injury while at work is a traumatic experience and